Chapter 31, Riverdale Estates. The same guard sat wedged into his shack when they pulled the U-Haul to a stop in front of the security gate. Casey glanced at his watch. 10 o'clock. I wonder how Beekler's doing with the Senators, he thought. He felt bad for ditching Beekler last minute, but knew she could handle it just fine. Let me do most of the talking, Truckee said. Get those donuts ready. Show me your finesse. Take notes. Truckee rolled down his window. The guard slid a partition window to the side and lowered the volume of his radio. Top of the morning to you, officer. Truckee looked down at his name tag. Olson? We're here to help one of your residents move their belongings. Last minute deal. Morning, sir, Olson said. Let me get you a visitor form to fill out. I'm gonna need everyone in your truck to sign it. Which house is it and what's the owner's name? I believe it's for Mr. Bass, fifth house on the right. Corporate handles all the paperwork. We're just the muscle and we're running late. Olson fiddled with the clip on his paperwork. If I could just get this darn clipboard to work, I'll also need to make a copy of your driver's license. Oh man, that'll be tough. Truckee licked one of his fingers. I'd get my license out, but my hands are still sticky from these Glaze of Glory donuts. Swear they sprinkled cocaine on the top of those things. Olson's head shot up like a gopher out of a hole in the ground. Have you tried their bear claw? It's as big as an entire black bear. I think we have one in here. Let me have my associate check. Casey opened the lid on the donut box and tilted it toward Olson. Looks like we have a whole assortment in there. Apple fritters, classic maple, long johns, and even a bear claw down at the bottom. It would be rude to dig, and we've already eaten way too many, Truckee said. Why don't you just go ahead and give Officer Olson the entire box? Oh, that's too much, you guys. I think I have paper towels in here somewhere. I could try to fish the claw out without touching the others, or whatever's on top is good. Truckee thrusted the box out of the window. Nonsense! It's the least we could do for you keeping our community safe. Truckee lowered his voice to a whisper. And for letting us skip all that paperwork so we can get right to work. Well, I'm really not supposed to without the IDs. Olson dug in the box while he talked. It'll be our little secret. Plus, Mr. Bass is in a big hurry to move. Truckee handed Olson a wad of cash. Seems he's always in a hurry. Olson pocketed the cash. You should really offer him lunch, too, Casey said. Truckee slid his hand down between the seats and gave Casey a middle finger salute. Oh, and my junior associate reminded me I'm going to put in a lunch order at Mickey D's for the crew and have it delivered here. You want anything? I guess if you're already ordering. Olson brought the bear claw out, but had enough temperance to not eat it in front of them. Wait, what crew? Truckee cleared his throat. I mean, for my associate and I. What can I get for you? Olson glanced down at the box. With all these donuts, I better do a light lunch. Just a couple of Big Macs, a large fry, extra ketchup, and a small Diet Coke. A small Diet Coke? Trying to cut back on my pop intake so I can shed a few pounds. Let me get this gate open for you. Smart. I just made a similar change switching to light beer. We really appreciate you getting that gate for us. There was a knocking noise in the back. What was that? Olson asked. Oh, probably just the dolly sliding around. Truckee pushed the gas. I'll check back in with you at lunch, Officer Olson. They navigated to the fifth driveway and followed a lengthy tree-lined driveway to Gunner's home. The house was massive, 2 stories made of white stone brick with a black tiled roof. There was an attached 4-car garage, and the surrounding landscape was photo-ready for Better Homes and Gardens magazine. A high-walled fence surrounding the property made it difficult to see the neighbors. Looks like Gunner's done well for himself, Casey said. No kidding. I knew the oil industry pays well, but this is good living out here. Hopefully it's not filled to the brim. Let's go find out. Truckee grabbed the bolt cutters off the floor. You go let our friends out of the back of the truck while I find his electrical box. How long do you need? Not long. Quick snap and the slide of a switch. I'll break into a back window with the cutters and open the front door for you guys in a minute. They entered without alarm or issue a few minutes later. The house looked staged for real estate showings. Most of the furniture appeared new and unused. Truckee let the workers loose and they went to work in a frenzy hauling furniture out to the truck. The areas with the most used personal items were Gunner's master bedroom, office, and garage. There were 2 massive gun safes in the garage along with another Dodge pickup, this one red, and a personal gym that reminded Casey of a hotel workout center. Military equipment and camping gear littered the edges of the garage, and his boat was nestled up next to the garage on a trailer. Gunner's office had a few pictures of him in uniform, an American flag bundled into a triangle, and several U.S. Army medals showcased in plaques. Truckee met Casey in the office. It looks like Gunner was a hero, Casey said. What do you think caused him to go bad after leaving? Speaking from experience, it's hard to predict how you'll handle life after service. I wasn't a soft operator like him, but I know what it means to sacrifice for the good of the country. Lots of guys have a hard time adjusting after afterward. They're trained killers with marching orders one day and back to civilian life the next. Someone runs his mouth in a bar in Texas and Gunner takes it too far. The guy's dead. It's not for us to speculate why he did it. We deal in facts. The facts are he's a fugitive and you're a bounty recovery officer. A bro, right? I'll put bro on my Kevlar vest later and see what Chell thinks of that. I understand what you're saying about Gunner, just curious. Casey sat down at Gunner's desk. There was a desktop computer connected via Ethernet to a combined modem and router. Casey clicked on the keyboard but remembered the power was out. He checked the drawers for loose papers or notes, but Gunner had cleared them out. I'll set the American flag aside, Truckee said. Don't want to desecrate that, but everything else goes in the truck. Hold off on his computer and wireless equipment. I want to make a quick call. Did you see what type of security cameras he's using? I think they're Ring cameras, but let me double check. As Truckee left, Casey placed a call. What's up, Chewie? Hello! How's your first day of summer going? Amazing. I just woke up and I'm working on my second bowl of Fruity Pebbles. Jelly. Hey, so I have a question. Shoot, I'm at that Gunner guy's house. Wait, what? Does he have a gun to your head? Cough twice if you're in trouble. Casey laughed. I'll tell you why later, but I'm sitting down at his computer and I noticed his internet equipment and I thought of you. Ah! Allie shrieked. Yes, gimme. Give you what? I'm going to walk you through this. Allie shuffled across the room and sat in the chair. Actually, it'll be faster if you just send me pictures on Jibble. There should be either a modem and router or a combined unit. Casey picked up the Wi-Fi tower, a white piece of equipment slightly larger than a brick. Looks like one combined unit. Good. Now flip it upside down and take a picture of the bottom. Should be a network name, password, serial number, and MAC on there. Casey flipped the Wi-Fi tower around and sent a picture to Frostfire on Jibble. Perfect. Allie typed away on her keyboard. Now, I'm assuming you aren't connected to his Wi-Fi with any devices, right? No, it's Gunner's personal Wi-Fi, plus we cut the power because he has security cameras. That's gonna be a problem. Can you turn the power on when you leave? Hold on 1 second. Casey covered the phone and glanced up as Truckee entered the room. Ring cameras inside and out. You want me to rip them down? No, I think we can use them, but how hard is it to turn the power back on when we leave? It'll take 2 seconds, Truckee said. Just have to flip a switch. Let's do that on the way out and tell the guys to leave all the computer and wireless equipment here in the office. Will do. Truckee left and then returned a second later. Might need your help getting Gunner's safes from the garage out in the trunk. They weigh like 1,000,000 pounds. Oh, and lunch is here. Casey gave him a thumbs up and spoke into the phone. Hey, I'm back. I heard something about security cameras? Yeah, he's got Ring cameras inside and out, likely connected to the same Wi-Fi when we turned it back on. I'll try to get on those. How much longer before you turn on the power? Might be a minute still, but I can message you when the power's on and we're out. What do you think you can do? Allie cracked her knuckles. No promises, but I'm going to get into his Wi-Fi tower and attempt to access any device connected to his network. This means I can hit all his cameras, and if his phone connects to his home Wi-Fi network, I might hit that too. That's insane. First day of summer, no less. Right, so if you can do that, I'll want you to call me as soon as Gunner gets home today. Walk me through what he does and when he leaves, and let me know if you get on his phone. Bet. Allie lowered her voice. Hey, so Dad just came home early from work freaking out. Said something about you bailing on him and your replacement making him look bad in front of some important senators? Casey thought about Beekler. How so? He was too worked up for me to comprehend everything, but I guess this gal you work with hit a wrong button on her phone and a video popped up of her shaking her big booty in a thong to Juice by Lizzo. Sounded hilarious, but Dad's pissed. Casey laughed. I talked to him earlier. You did? How'd that go? I told him I don't want to work for the Park Service and I'm pursuing other opportunities here. Allie stopped typing. Shut up. Is that what this Gunner thing is? Did you join a gang or something? Yeah, just got my first neck tattoo. No, I'm trying out an assignment as a fugitive recovery agent. Gunner's my first bad guy I'm chasing down. Oh my God, you're the Mandalorian. Something like that. I'm speechless. This is amazing. I want in. When can I move out there? Seriously, when? You know you can't move here, but you can visit this summer. I'm booking a one-way ticket. How'd your date go, by the way? Must have gone well. We're meeting up this afternoon. I think you'd like her. She's an investigator like you, except she's more on the analytical side instead of the dark arts side like you. I never thought I'd see the day my brother would grow up and find a good girl. There was a loud bang outside that made Casey jump. Hey, I have to run. I'll message you on Jibble when the power's on. Waiting. Casey ran outside and saw the workers clustered around a gigantic safe lying face down on the garage floor. Truckee sat on top of the safe with his hand buried in a McDonald's bag. Whoa, what happened? Thing weighs a ton and it's super slick. Truckee bit off the tips of a handful of French fries. No good way to lift it before, and now it's all but impossible. Let's just leave it then. How are we looking otherwise? Casey asked. Almost done. A few more items to go, but should shouldn't take too long. Grab some Mickey D's before it's gone. I only ordered 500 chicken nuggets, so you better hurry. Is this pretty typical for an Alabama ransomware operation? Truckee shrugged. Not sure. It's my first one, but it seems to be going well. You idiot. Let's write that note and head out. I need you to remember to flip on the power right before we leave. Truckee helped Casey write out a letter and left it on the refrigerator. Lancer Gunner Bass. I assume since you're reading this letter, you realize you've been robbed. Although I appreciate your service to our country, you and I both know you can't escape the law. You must pay for the blood on your hands down in Texas and for killing an innocent buffalo mother here in North Dakota. I may give you back your belongings and forget the bounty if you bring me $20,000 in cash before sundown. Come alone, unarmed, and bring the cash. See you soon, Buffalo Man. Geochords 47, 42, 36.4 degrees north by 101, 14, 23.6 degrees west. They closed all the doors and windows behind the last day worker. The workers finished packing up the truck. Gunner's stuff was bulging against the back. Working as a team, they wedged the last of his belongings in the truck while two of them closed the sliding door. How are we going to get our guys to the other side to unload it? Casey asked. Let's take Gunner's other pickup. I saw the keys on the dash. We hook Gunner's boat on the back and they can follow us out, unload the furniture, and we'll drop the workers off at Home Depot in the U-Haul. After we unload, I think I'll take the extra truck and break off when you go to Home Depot. I'm meeting Piper at the Louis L'Amour Library. You guys are cute. Just flip the power back on and let's go. Truckee turned on the house's power and Casey sent Allie a message. They waited for her to confirm the wireless equipment powered on and then left the property. Truckee stopped the U-Haul at the security gate on the way out with the pickup full of day workers falling behind. Officer Olson opened his window. How was your lunch? You get enough to eat? Should have asked for a Happy Meal so I'd have a snack this afternoon, Olson said. But I'll manage until dinner. You guys get it all packed up? Sure did. How much longer on your shift? I'm pretty much here around the clock. We'll be here late tonight. You're a hard-working man, Truckee said. Say, it's only 1 o'clock and we get paid by the hour. Do you mind waiting until about 5 o'clock and then give Mr. Bass a call? Oh, why, yes, I can do that. Truckee handed him some more cash, which Olson accepted. Just tell him we finished moving all his stuff out and we're done for the day. It's important you wait until 5 o'clock so we get full credit for the move. I understand putting in the hour is not a problem. Where's Mr. Bass moving to again and how soon is he leaving? If all goes as planned, Mr. Bass will be heading down to Texas real soon.